'Tis the season. Whether it's entertaining at home or a night on the town, buying gifts or getting them, now's the time for fun and frolicking. In this week's show, we're feeling festive. So we'll begin with sprucing up your surroundings, a DIY guide to making your house a home for the holidays.
It's just taking a floral spray and winding it around your candelabra just to give it a little pop, a little jazz.
Then, a quarter century in the making, Naples Philharmonic is marking a holiday milestone. We'll join them in celebrating Messiah. Plus, the gift of healing, essential oils have never been more popular. We'll take a closer look in good sense. I'm Amy Osher. We'll have those stories plus the latest scoops and tips from our newsroom. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. Nothing gets you in the holiday spirit like a beautifully decorated home. While some are ready to go after Halloween, I think it's safe to say a lot of us are just now decking the halls.
Welcome to the You Bloom Flower Bar. This is a concept that is new to Naples. It is a do-it-yourself design studio where you become the florist.
Like everything else, holiday decorating is going DIY, adding a personal touch with something made by hand.
People love to make their own centerpieces for the holidays.
The smaller things and the non-major arrangement things I can handle.
A mix of flowers and fruit, it's a small part of Carolyn Winan's holiday home.
I just got a brand new tree and a pre-lit one this year. And I'm doing garland around the living room. I have a beautiful piano that I'll be draping it along. A lot of bowls of ornaments around, bud vases, arrangements, etc. placed throughout.
And no one does it better than floral artist Stephen Bowles, known for his dazzling displays.
Precious metals are huge. Every year they always recreate silver and they recreate gold, but this year we're seeing that trend more. For Christmas ornaments, it's huge, very huge, and they're mixing them all together.
The trendiest designs are festive and fresh. Arctic is still going strong, but a new color palette is breaking through.
Also this year we have the gray trend, grays mixed with pastel pink, mixed with a soft pearl.
Creating a snowy look helps Floridians get in the spirit.
This year I went with an all-white tree with some flocked branches.
Crafting a winter wonderland indoors.
Using the ice crystals that they have on the faux greenery, that's a very popular trend this year.
We asked Stephen for help creating a Christmas setting.
A lot of these items you might already have at your house.
Starting with a gold tone candelabra gives your table a polished look.
And then we have the gold votive candles down here, which pick up the light from the glass.
Here's the same candelabra served with a twist.
It's just taking a floral spray and winding it around your candelabra just to give it a little pop, a little jazz.
Another option is perfect for DIYers.
This is something very easy that you can make. I've taken apples, put the picks on them, and just place them inside.
Add ribbon, branches, and bling, and you have a perfect Pinterest picture. You have all the inspirations we talked about. You have the earthy, natural element.
Yes.
You've got the gray, you've got the mixed metals. So you kind of tied it all into one thing?
Right, right. It's just all about being creative.
Designer inspired or straight from the heart, there's no right or wrong, and no place like home for the holidays.
I mean, this is a one time in all year that you can go all out. You can just throw everything out you want. The whole house can be all Christmas, and no one's going to talk about you because people get it. People understand.
Another holiday tradition in Southwest Florida is a musical masterpiece. Handel's Messiah has been pleasing audiences since its debut in 1942. It's also been a tradition for the Naples Philharmonic Chorus for the last 25 years.
3, 4.
So we auditioned, oh my gosh, we auditioned hundreds of people that first year. And we wound up with 56 very dedicated and good singers. And our debut was exactly 25 years ago. I think it was Thursday, December 18th. So this is great that we're returning to Messiah.
We've sung this darn Messiah since way back in '91. We're kind of sick to death of it, knowing it that we're not done, because we're Charters, C-H-A-R-T-E-R-S. We'll cherish every asterisk appearing by our name. We've earned our place of honor, and longevity is our name. That's why we're Charters, C-H-A-R-T-E-R-S. Wasn't sure how I would fit in. You know, every voice is different, and I have a blending voice, I guess that's fair to say. So everyone sounded pretty good around me.
I was taking private lessons, and I was singing musical theater at the Sugden, and then I started taking lessons with Julie, who at the time was Schaefer, Julie Schaefer, and Julie got me in contact with the youth chorale. And then I went to college for music, and then I think my sophomore year of college, Michelle called and asked if I would like to come back and be a section leader for the adult chorale.
Every time you do it, it is a completely different production, because we've sung the same pieces but with different conductors. And so therefore it isn't remotely close to what it's been before. It's just been joyful, whether it's classical or whether it's pops. It doesn't matter. So there have been way too many joyful moments.
Well, there have been. There are a lot of them.
Are you scrambling to the mall or the internet to do your holiday shopping? Not so fast, Harriet Heithouse would say. Our Artitude columnist scoured local galleries to come up with gifts from the art. If you're one of those who likes to think outside the box, Harriet suggests you visit some of the gift shops at area museums and nature spots. Items span the spectrum of handmade jewelry, clothing, and doodads to environmentally conscious or educational goods. Most come directly from the artists or our fair trade inventory, which supports conservation and benefits partnering communities. You can find out more about gift offerings and which shops are must-sees by checking out Harriet's article online at naplesnews.com. Still to come, Control-Alt-Delete, 3 techie gifts to leave off your list. Stay with us.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
Let AAA Travel help you plan a memorable getaway with unique vacations featuring authentic experiences worldwide. Expert AAA travel consultants can show you the hidden gems. Plus, AAA members enjoy valuable savings and exclusive benefits on cruises, land vacations, hotels, rental cars, and more. Whether you want to tour Europe, cruise Alaska, or just relax in the Caribbean, AAA Travel can help you get there. Expect something more with your next vacation. Get started today. Visit AAA.com/Naples or call 594-5006.
Season takes on a wider meaning in our newsroom. With more seasonal residents and visitors in town, it makes for plenty of headlines. Here's a look at what's happening at the Daily News on the Beat.
Thanks, Amy. Hi, I'm Alex Glorioso, the political reporter here at the Naples Daily News. I am currently working on a story about a South Floridian named Mauricio Claver-Carone. He was recently appointed to President-elect Donald Trump's transition team. I'm looking at more of who this person is and what his ties are and to the community, and what he'll actually be doing on the transition team and whether he might have an appointment in the actual administration. He has many ties to the Cuban American community and has been very vocal about his opposition to President Obama's lifting of the sanctions to Cuba. So look out for that story on naplesnews.com. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Greg Stanley with the Naples Daily News, and this week we've been looking into one of the longest court cases going on in Collier County history. It's an 18-year legal battle over the right to buy Naples Estate's mobile home. The Homeowners Association sued way back in 1998, saying that they had the right in the contract to buy the home if the prior owners ever sold it. Instead, they sold to someone else. They never got that chance, and since then they've been fighting in court to figure out who is the rightful owner. Finally, we have a ruling now, 18 years later. It looks like the homeowners lost. They had finally appealed it to the District Court of Appeals, ruled in favor of the original owners, so the homeowners after 18 years have lost that fight. There's still several things that we have to figure out now that are almost just as big as at this point as who would actually get to own the fight, including attorney's fees. The court still has to decide who's on the hook for 18 years worth of legal tabs. So we're going to be digging into that, and you can see a lot more on naplesnews.com.
Another stop in our newsroom. This time it's our weekly commentary. Here's Alan Bartlett.
Thanks for today's topic, Amy. When I first moved to Southwest Florida in 1975, my friends and family back in Ohio thought I was nuts. I mean, Christmas lights on palm trees? Seriously? Wasn't I going to miss the change of seasons? Some people find it hard to imagine living in a climate that only goes from warm to hot and hotter. Come to find out, Florida has plenty of seasons. In fact, we may have more seasons here than any other part of the country. We're going through a few changes in seasons even now. In just the last few days, we've left behind hurricane season. Florida had 3 named storms, and the 2016 hurricane season was the most memorable one in our state since 2005. Hurricane Matthew will be a hard one to forget, considering FEMA will spend more than $150 million in 5 states because of it, and some $70 million in aid has come to Florida. Then there's sea turtle nesting season, which ended about a month ago, and it was a pretty good season. Collier County had nearly 2,000 turtle nests, which was way better than the 400 from last nesting season. And we're in stone crab harvesting season, which goes from mid-October to mid-May every year. Southwest Florida is king when it comes to stone crab season. Last I checked, you can get large claws for about $28 a pound. Then there's harvesting season for fruits and vegetables. We're expecting another bad season for citrus. The USDA says citrus production will be down about 14% in Florida this season, and 70% when you compare it with the peak citrus harvesting season of 1997 and 98. All of this doesn't even mention the most obvious one, tourist season. In fact, there is more than one of those seasons. We leave off-season into what's called shoulder season that we're in now, and we're looking forward to high season when we reach the peak in winter visitors early next year. And now we're also in dry season. If you don't believe me, look around at the lawn sprinklers that are firing on all cylinders. That also means it's fire danger season. So please be careful out there. This all comes on the heels of rainy season, which has been going on since January and caused all sorts of havoc here in Southwest Florida with water releases down the Caloosahatchee River to our estuaries. It was a bad season. See what I mean? And those are just a few of our season. What's your favorite season? Join in the conversation at naplesnews.com.
Dating back to biblical times, frankincense and myrrh were once considered so valuable they were worth their weight in gold. Both oils prized for their health benefits. People are still using them today as the desire for essential oils heats up.
I'm a big fan of wild orange. It's liquid sunshine in the bottle. When we smell our wild orange, And I like to put a little on my inner wrist and smell it that way. You can just open up the bottle and breathe it in. Instant anxiety reducer. Every household should have a bottle of wild orange. And then in the moments where you're feeling tired, you're feeling so stressed out, peppermint comes into play. Peppermint is super refreshing.
It does. Always seems very perk you up.
Yes, it's a go-to. Carry it around every day. A little peppermint goes a long way.
And it kind of opens the sinuses a little bit too.
It really does, yes. And then for that all-out calming effect, lavender, super calm.
I think if you've ever had a spa service, that lavender smell is familiar to you. Yeah, that is. It is very calming. It reminds me of a yoga studio or a spa.
Yes, yes. So this would be something you might want to diffuse at night to rest real well.
Now, can you, throughout the day, can you put one over the other? Like you started out one way and now you need to pick me up? Do they interfere with each other?
No, absolutely. You can use them as you need them, because what happens is the oils get absorbed into our cells through the oil membrane, and they'll work at that moment for what you need.
And how long would something like this last?
Like the effects of it? I would think if it brings you a calming sensation or an uplifting sensation, that'll carry you into the next phase of your day.
Yeah.
You know, and then you'll know, like, wait, now I'm feeling this, so then you use another oil. But you can always, you know what you need, and then it just works.
Now, where would you put them? Where would
so
you?
Let's do, can we do peppermint together?
Sure.
Okay, so I love to apply peppermint on the inner wrist.
Okay.
I'll share that with you. And
Yeah,
then
both
just
are
rub
okay.
them together, and then take a really deep breath.
I do.
But
I
get
can feel it come
deep
down your
into
lungs. Yeah.
I also like to press it and rub it at the occipital ridge, base of the skull, and then also high up on the temples, so away from the eyes. And you can also lick it for fresh breath.
I may have to try that throughout the day.
Instant headache relief with peppermint and also lavender combined.
So how do you put it on your fingers or something? Like a...
I like to do it
if you want to put it on your neck. I mean.
Oh, I just did this with my wrist, but
Okay,
yes.
I'm gonna put it-
I just caution you with the fingers, just be careful that
Oh yeah, here you are.
don't go near your eyes later.
Okay. It does feel cool.
It's very cooling.
Yeah.
It's very uplifting.
And now some of the other ones, do you put for different kinds of benefits or feelings, do you put them in different places? Are there some spots that you might put lavender that it's more calming?
Wherever you can breathe it in is wonderful, because that sends the message through the limbic part of the brain. And application areas, inner wrists, because that's close to where you could breathe it in. We also can apply oils to our feet. Our pores are larger in our feet, so it's readily absorbed into the bloodstream.
Now, there's always a concern about not disrespecting people around you that may not want some of these smells. Is it kind of personal, or will it really overwhelm a room?
I think if you are right around the oils, you may smell them, but otherwise, someone across the room might not smell it. And if they do, maybe it'll help them.
But it's not as much as perfume.
Well.
Sometimes
Not
someone
as
will
much as
walk by with
perfumes.
perfume and, you know, the whole room kind of smells like a cloud of perfume.
Right, right. And I know you can get a headache from someone else's perfume. I don't hear often where people get headaches from the oils. You know, they're pure and they're safe and they're effective to use.
So even on your own, if you felt kind of anxious, stressed out, you could use this and maybe get some benefits without doing like a yoga or with dim lights or candles. You can this alone can kind of help your mood?
Yes, along with breathing, of course. I always say we're just one breath away from feeling calm again. So taking time to consciously breathe in and out with or without the oils is a great boost to feeling less anxious.
Now, are more people interested in holistic things like this?
Very much so. It is becoming household names, like to utilize essential oils. So people want to take charge. They want to know there's options. They want to go to their doctor, and the doctor knows that they're feeling sad or depressed. Hey, would you like to try a bottle of wild orange? Or I can write you a prescription. But people really want to start taking charge.
Yeah.
You know, or their stomach's bothering them, and there's like special blends, you know, to help with the stomach or with allergies. Because otherwise we rely on over-the-counter or prescriptions, which take time to work. They go through the liver, they treat symptoms. Whereas the oils, because they get right into our cells through that oil barrier, they're readily absorbed and they can help our body heal and respond a lot more quickly.
And
in a
even though
natural
people
way.
might be finding out about this, it's really nothing new.
It's nothing new. It goes way, way back to the Egyptians, pre-biblical time, way, way back, yes.
Okay, now this is really, lastly, the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more types of essential oils and uses for them.
Yes, yes, there are. There's oils are readily available at drugstores, at department stores, at health food stores. So just be sure that you feel safe with the oils that you're using. Many of them may say pure essential oils, but they may have something else added to them. So do your research and know what you're buying and what you're using.
Very good advice. And it does smell good and it feels tingly. So.
Yes, it does. It does.
Okay,
yes.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
When we come back, pets are a gift to many of us here in Southwest Florida, and they were honored guests at a recent church gathering. That's ahead in Behind the Headlines.
Make your home holiday ready at Behr's Holiday Home Sale. Imagine the possibilities with beautiful designer brands, plus Behr's always complimentary design service. This stylish queen bed or dining table only $7.97. Just $7.97 for this beautiful queen bed too. Plus, luxurious Natuzzi 100% all genuine leather queen size sleepers starting at just $9.97. Behr's Holiday Home Sale on now.
I'm Jeffrey Heitman, NCH. This is my hospital.
I'm Shonavella McCunney, and this is my hospital.
I'm Thomas Parent, and this is my hospital.
My name is Kenneth Bookman, NCH. This is my hospital.
NCH, this is my hospital.
Tech gifts fly off the shelf this time of year, but there are some bargains you might want to pass on. The USA Today's Kim Commando has a list that should make you stop and rewind.
According to the latest numbers, 32% of us want consumer electronics this year, and 40% are hoping to find digital entertainment like DVDs and video games under the Christmas tree. But before you go off and buy that new high-tech gadget for your loved ones, here are 3 gifts that Santa should avoid this holiday season. Kim Commando here reporting for USA Today. The first thing to avoid, cheap tablets. It may look like the perfect gift. They're small and they fit nicely into a gift box. But some tablets are dirt cheap and may not have the features that people need to make them useful. Some folks are also pretty picky when it comes to using a Windows device versus something from Apple. The second gift to avoid, those cheap TVs. There's a reason why that 4K TV set is under $250. Many holiday TV deals are on smaller sets, and they come with issues, like only 1 or 2 HDMI ports. Make sure you have at least 3. Cheap TVs also have a pretty low refresh rate, so your picture quality suffers. My third tech gift to avoid, those bargain laptops. If you're a young student looking for a starter computer to do schoolwork and play some games, any laptop will do. But if they're planning to edit video or do anything more complicated, they'll need a laptop with powerful RAM, tons of storage, a fast processor, and a high-end display. As a general rule, most decent Windows-based laptops start at $600. I'm Kim Commando. You can find my national radio show on over 400 top stations from coast to coast. And to find the station nearest you, head over to commando.com/radio. And be sure to share this video with all your family members and friends too. They need to know this information. And thank you for watching.
Finally, our pets are a blessing to us, a gift that gives back with no judgment and unconditional love. So it's only fitting they get a little extra love in return. As part of an observance of St. Francis Day, our 4-legged friends pause for a blessing at St. Paul's Episcopal Church in East Naples. Happy are the pups who showed up with their owners last Saturday. It was certainly not your usual crowd of churchgoers, but all were welcome. About 20 dogs of all sizes, shapes, and colors received a dousing of holy water and a blessing. Past services included a few cats, reptiles, and horses. The tradition dates back to 12th century Italy, attributed to St. Francis, the patron saint of pets. You can learn more about it by checking out Ashley Collins' story at naplesnews.com. On that note, we'll wrap this edition of Behind the Headlines. You can always view any of our episodes by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the left-hand side, under Quick Links, select Behind the Headlines. We're going to leave you with a look at this year's grand elimination at Venetian Village. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week.
of cheer. And have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me.